decent overall. I'm Boston up Base 6. I'm back to you with another video, and today I'm doing another review of Smackdown. Now, before I get into this, if you guys haven't know, I have Twitch now. I did a Twitch account, and I'll put that link in the description, hopefully, if I can. And if I can't, then I'll post on social media about my account and all that stuff. Also, I've been getting some questions for Q&A, but I'm not going to be doing them now. I'm going to probably be doing them possibly next video. I just want to get a little more, just a few more, because I feel like I don't have enough. I only have like 5 questions, so yeah. So with that out of the way, yeah, overall, Smackdown is still crap, but at least the storylines in the matches are being at least consistent. And there's some highlights here. Reigns, Uso, and Heyman come out. Shows a recap of the Elimination Chamber for SmackDown. And it shows that Daniel Bryan won, and then Reigns came out, basically just demolished him. And then after the match, Edge spears Reigns. Roman talks about Edge and all that stuff, saying that he's being smarky and all that stuff, and attacking when Roman wasn't prepared and all that stuff. Then Bryan comes out. He says Roman is scared. Essentially Roman is scared, and questions his lineage and his legacy and all that stuff. And he said, "Well, I was basically not ready for our match at Elimination Chamber. How about you and I have a match at Fastlane? That way we're both ready for it." We'll talk about that here in a little bit. Uso says, you gonna get got. I am so sorry for that. I am too white. And then Uso, attacks Bryan, and we're gonna have that match later on. Pierce and Sonya backstage. Ed shows up. And Edge talks about like his Mania match against Roman. And then Pierce says, if Bryan wins tonight, it'll be Bryan versus Reigns at Fastlane. I'll get more on that in a little bit. Dominic and Rey Mysterio versus Otis and Gable. This was better than their match from last week, but it was, at least this had an ending. It shows the recaps of last week, the attack and all that stuff. Match was okay, I guess. Double 619 to Gable. Otis breaks it up, and then a top rope splash 1 2 3. Okay, if you're gonna just be doing it just to do it, then it's kind of not doing well for Otis, because if you're trying to go with the heel Otis, then it could work, but the thing is, he was just mostly a comedy gimmick, and it was bar none stupid. But I don't know. This whole pairing with Chad is just odd. Like, they had no idea what to do with Gable after 2018. Coles mentions hospital. Interesting. Apollo comes out. Recap of Apollo and Nakamura, the post-match attack. Apollo says, "This is who I really am." He's got a little scarf. I like the gear. I think it's an homage to when he was Yuha Nation. When he was on the Indies. I think he was in ROH for a little bit, and then he got called up. I've seen a little bit of Apollo as Yuha Nation. He looks pretty good. If this is if this is WWE's version of Yuha Nation, then I'm all for it. And then Nakamura comes out. I feel like they still don't know what they're doing with Nakamura. Granted, they're giving him more screen time, because back in 2020, I thought they weren't going to give him screen time and they're going to let him go. They're starting to feature him more, but we've seen this match already. Well, that being said, it was still a good match. Solid, back and forth. In the end, an Olympic slam, like an angle slam, like variant. Okay, Apollo wins. Okay, that's a pretty good finisher. New move right there. Heyman and Reigns are backstage, discussing about the main event. Uso says that he's gonna fix this, and Roman just says, just go out there and do it. And then Tamina versus Morgan. A Snuka around 3 women. That's not terrifying enough. Hopefully, her father is burned in hell for what he did to Nancy Argentina. By the way, if you have not seen the Dark Side of the Ring episode on Nancy Argentina and Jimmy Snuka, watch that. That is uncomfortable and rage-inducing. By the way, I have been thinking about ranking every Dark Side of the Ring, at least for season 2, because season 2 was that goddamn good. And I'm excited for season 3, and it's starting off with Brian Pillman. That's going to be hard to digest, because, God, Brian Pillman was a talent, and the way he died was just sad. So yeah, a Snuka around 3 women. What could go wrong? Tune in next week on Dr. Phil. What? It was whatever. Tamina wins. Okay, whatever. Liv had to sell her ass off, and what are they doing with Natty? Seriously, just get rid of the tag team titles and, unify the women's title and unify the tag titles as well, because honestly, there's not enough tag teams. Like, seriously, like, who does everybody feud with? It makes no sense. And then DeVille and Pierce are in the ring, and then they come down to welcome Bianca. Then Asuka and Banks video packages, thinking about who Bianca wants to face. And then Reginald comes out, and then Banks shows up, and then Banks says, "Don't ever speak for me," and all that stuff. Thankfully, Carmella didn't come out, so that's good. And then Belair says she wants to challenge her. Okay, I am. Ooh, that's gonna be a goddamn good match. Bianca is impressive. A face versus face match I wouldn't mind, but Banks is a bit better as a heel. That's gonna be a good match. Give them the 15-20 minutes, and they'll tear the house down. Zayn and Corbin are backstage. Corbin's questioning why he's in a tag team with Zayn, and Zayn's like, "Oh, I'm the one that did it." I'm gonna be blunt with you guys. I don't mind Baron Corbin. I don't mind him, seriously. He's whatever. He's actually a good athlete. He's a terrible heel, and he's not interesting. With that being said, I don't mind him. At this point, I do not mind him. He's just whatever. He's a good athlete. He can do some good stuff, but his gimmick is just old, bland, generic, and boring. Freshen up his character. That's all. Just freshen him up. All you have to do. That's all you have to do. Oh, they took on the Street Profits. Goes on for a little bit. Dawkins hit a pretty good, I don't know how to describe it. It was like a double underhook, and then it looked like it was going to be a face buster. Like, it looked like it was going to be a Angel's Wings, I believe. He hooks him up, he lifts him up, and then he plants him down, but instead he lifts him, and then he twists, and then he drops him. It's hard for me to describe, but it was cool. Cash out, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then Kayla Braxton, who's looking fabulous tonight, with Dana Bryan, and then he's talking about Roman. Edge is good, but he won't be Roman. Edge shows up. Edge says, you and I can face each other at WrestleMania. And at that moment, the entire wrestling community creamed its pants. Have fun on seeing that. And I just grossed everybody out, because why not? That's not gonna happen at Mania, but I'm down to see that match at some point. That'll be a good match. Rollins comes down. He's talking about how Cesaro, disrespected him and all that stuff. And Cesaro comes down and says, Rollins says, "You and I could be in a tag team. We could take over tag team division." And then Rollins starts swinging, gets swung by Cesaro. I wouldn't mind this match at Mania, but that's probably going to happen at Fastlane. Then Daniel Bryan shows up, and then we get Bryan versus Uso. Match was fine. We've seen it much. A count out. Okay. I'm curious as to what they're going to do at Fastlane. Bryan's still probably going to have the title match at Fastlane. Because I think... They may do a no count out. Because Fastlane's in a couple weeks. And Bryan's probably going to face Roman at Fastlane. So, all that stuff. And then a brawl ensues. Reigns comes down, spear, and a guillotine choke. Okay, that I didn't mind. Kind of freshen it up a little bit. Don't take the title off for Roman. Don't turn him face all of a sudden and all that stuff. No. Just give him something new. Give him something new to do. Because what you're doing right now, it's just a bit repetitive. You know, a spear, guillotine, you know, he just beats everybody up. Which, if that would have happened a few years ago, everybody would have been screaming for laughter. But, you know, it's starting to turn a bit stale, but not to a point where it's just getting, oh my god, same thing over and over. No. Just kind of freshen up a little bit. Just give him, I don't know, like, make it to where Roman, like, has a battle at least. What they did a few weeks before, or a couple weeks before the Royal Rumble with Kevin Owens, where Reigns was actually the one that got sent through a table and was not left standing, that was interesting. Maybe you could do something like that, because, yeah, if you do that to Roman, if you do it every day or every week, it's going to make him weak. If you do it every once in a while, Roman still looks strong in the outset. Just give him something fresh to do. So anyways, yeah, that was SmackDown. Not bad, but not really good either. Anyways, I am Boss7P6. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Twitch handle may be down in the description below. Hopefully I can do that. Anyways, I am Boss7P6. Join the herd. I'll talk to you guys next video. Peace out.